Oops, I forgot to turn the camera around. There we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm out driving. I'm up in northern LA County, Antelope Valley, for those of you who aren't sure where I'm at. And, of course, there's it always seems to be a lot of news with Uber or Lyft. Let's start out with the bad news, and obviously, let's put it to you this way: if you haven't seen it yet, the Rideshare professor did a really nice video, and Chris at Real Rideshare Stories did a video on it, I believe, also, and I'm sure Dustin is Driving did a video on it also about the driver that was killed when he got carjacked. And I don't even know where to begin with that. I mean, this is, it's out of control. I remember doing videos a year ago and saying, if everything opened up too quick, people were going to go nuts, and everything's opening up and people are going nuts. When we were locked down, people were going nuts. It's a bad deal, but, I wish I could remember the driver's name that was killed over the weekend on the East Coast, but two teenage females tried to carjack him, and he fought for his car and unfortunately lost his life. And the two juvenile females that carjacked him I believe they were caught, and of course it's a hate crime, or it's something or another, whatever. It wasn't a hate crime. It was a carjacking. It didn't matter what color this man's skin was. These two individuals were going to steal his car, and they attempted to. I believe he was tasered, and he tried to fight back and was driven about a quarter mile down the street. The juveniles that were attempting to steal his car tried to make a right turn, got into an accident. He was ejected off of the vehicle and was pronounced dead at the hospital. The vehicle ended up on its side, and the two individuals that tried to steal the vehicle actually climbed out and basically tried to walk away. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of that driver. He was a father, he was a husband, and he was trying to make a living to support his family. So that's the downside. It sucks, it is what it is. I mean, we know what we thought we knew what we were signing up for when we started these gigs, and I just got a $21 ride. And that's what I was going to talk about. So we'll keep talking. I will put this into privacy mode when I can't even see if anyone's in the chat. I see that there's two people in the room. I don't know if it's the angle of the camera that I can't read the chat. Actually, let's check the button. No. Enter text for chat. Oh. Kyle Browser in the house. Hello, Kyle. How are you? I just got a ride request, so I'm not gonna be able to see the chat. Sean T. Uber, what's up, Sean? Man, I haven't seen you for a minute. Hang on a sec. There we go. Gotta turn the lights off. It's gonna get a little dark. I have I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Kyle. I got a $21 trip, believe it or not. I'm running at 4.3x right now. Bob S. Hey, Bob S is in the house. Man, Bob, it's been a while. I wanted to get with you on one of your live streams and find out if you got the watch hours, because I did run pretty much every video you had in like 2 different windows. So anyway, you guys, I'll keep talking. I got to switch this over to the Uber view so I can see where I'm going. But hang tight for a sec. Abstract Echo, what is up, brother? love the people. Man, I'm so sorry. I haven't done a live stream in so long. I did one on Saturday night. I was up in Ventura. I was paying my respects to my mother and my grandmother. If you guys didn't catch that little live stream, it's on my list. I lost my mom when I was 20. She was 36. Yes, that was a long time ago, but it's hard to lose a parent when you're 20 years old. So anyway, like I said, I can't see the chat. I can see the screen up though, so I know I'm still broadcasting. I'm on my way to a ride. I was actually going to change the name to Ride With Me, but we're going to talk about what Uber's been doing to what they're doing in, I think it's just one area in California right now. I've seen it pop up a couple times, but I don't think it's a constant yet, but we'll have to wait and see. And what Uber's doing to California drivers now, after they've, we had AB5, they gave us the multiplier. Lyft, if there's a Lyft representative out there that happens to watch these videos, you guys need to add the multiplier. It's simple. They have a hell of a lot more drivers. Oh God, hang on. Grandma driving that van back there. So anyway, what Uber wants to do now is basically not show us where the rides are. And I did a video on algorithms just over a month ago, and I was actually filming it live inside the car. Let me see if I can see where I'm going first and get back to this, Avenue L. Oh, I know where well, no I don't. Okay. Anyway, I'm just all over the place tonight. Uber, I guess depending on your ratings and such, now they're saying it's, if you have to have a certain rating. I think it's 4.9 and higher, and they will show you the how far it is to the pickup location, where the ride is going, which is a drop-off location, obviously, and your estimated earnings for that trip. Well, in my area, unfortunately, drivers are, and I don't want to say they're nitpicking. I also did a video on how to use the Uber multiplier so drivers wouldn't do what seems to be happening right now. And unfortunately, I don't have a big audience. I have an awesome audience. Thank you all for being here again. I cannot see the chat right now. Heading to a call, so I'm actually on Uber Maps. I will get back in the chat as soon as I'm done with this trip. But anyway, it's nice because I can see where I'm going, how long the trip is, what I'm going to make, and where I'm going to end up. I have a very simple way of calculating the way that I drive, and maybe it'll help some of you, maybe it won't. I basically, whether you're driving in California and have an option of using a multiplier, or you run in surge areas or what have you, I always try to look at it this way. If I have to drive 8 miles to go pick up somebody, and I don't like doing that very much, but it depends. If I drive 8 miles to go pick up somebody, that means I have to drive 8 miles back. That's 16 miles round trip. So, I'm in a relatively expensive car, and it's new. So I always take the mileage to the pickup and I double it. And then, so if it's 8 miles, it's 16 miles. So I would assume that ride should be at least $16. That way I know that I'm getting paid for my mileage, and it's worth it, because gas in California is over $4 a gallon in most places. So anyway, if you guys will hang tight, I am coming up to my pickup. So hang on a minute. I'm just gonna figure this stupid mask out. All right, I'm gonna mask up, and there is my passenger. So guys, I hang tight. You're gonna actually get to ride along with me. Hang on. I'll be back in the chat in just a minute. Okay, this is the best part. They're standing out front, and they see me pull up, and now they're saying their goodbyes. You gotta love it. Don't worry, you guys are incognito. How you doing?
Okay, how are you, brother?
Pretty good. What's the name?
Antonio.
Nope, that's not the name I have.
Okay, Jesus.
Yep, that's the one I got.
There you go.
All right, brother. How you doing tonight?
Good, man.
Good. Just to let you know, I do use audio and video recording in the car for your safety and mine.
Sure.
We need to let you know.
Yeah.
So I do have an
that's
interior dash camera.
fine. That's fine.
Okay. So how's your night been?
I'm sorry?
How's your night been?
Good.
Good.
My brother's house, so a few drinks.
Ah, sounds
So,
good.
I don't want to drive.
You know what? That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
that's what we're here for. It's, you know,
That's right.
it's a lot cheaper to take an Uber than it is to spend. What is it? It's between $10,000 and $15,000 in California for a DUI now.
And
So-
your record. Whatever you
Yeah,
wanna
and your
do, I mean,
record, and your insurance, and
That's
your
right.
job,
Yep.
and you lose your car and your license. Yeah, yeah. It's
forget about it.
or it's a $15 Uber trip. I think I'd go with the $15 than the
Over here.
15,000. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, 100%.
That's what I'm here.
Well, we're not going too far. But it is Monday. Oh man, it's a long. It always seems like it's a long way away to the weekend.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a nice car, man.
Thank you. Actually, yeah, the lights inside will change color to the beat of the music and all that good stuff. And
Really nice car.
you want to see it? Yeah.
I mean, for the logos you have outside your car,
Yeah.
you pay for that, or the Dodge pay for that?
Dodge paid for that.
Nice.
You know where Hunter Dodge is over here, the dealership.
Uh-huh.
I've been racing for them since 2014. So
Wow.
when I bought the Charger, they gave me another 5-year racing contract. So basically, they pay the $1,500 for the route, and it says on the fenders, sponsored by Hunter Dodge, and then I have to give them an itinerary. I need to let they know they want to know all the races I'm going to do, all the car shows. We do parades, all sorts of stuff. All the events that we take the car to, I let them know what dates and times and all that stuff, and then we take photos and then we send them in so they know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And then I get to drive down a racetrack at 100+ miles an hour, and if I blow up the engine, they fix it for free.
Wow.
So that's a sponsorship. Normally, if you buy a car, any car, and you put it on a racetrack, even if you go up to Willow Springs up here, if the dealership finds out you were up there racing your car, and you break something, they'll void your warranty because it's considered abuse.
All right.
So that's the deal. Is I can I've got a 5-year unlimited mile bumper to bumper warranty. So if I have 200,000 miles on this car and it's only 4 years, I still have a year left, and I blow the engine up, it goes back to the dealership, and they replace the engine. Yeah, it doesn't cost me a dime. Transmission, rear end, anything. If I crash it, they don't fix that. I need to find a body shop for that. So
But actually, that's a smart decision, right? A smart thing.
well, I mean, unfortunately, with COVID, we had no racing last year. Everything was shut down. Things are starting to finally open up again. Normally, I would be racing at the end of this month, but I don't know. I race in Nevada, in Las Vegas 2 times a year.
Really?
And
Wow, man.
and yeah, so but unfortunately, I haven't heard anything from them, so I don't know whether or not they're actually going to do anything this year or not. So we missed out we missed 5 races last year. So far we've missed just
5 races?
Yeah, I do 2 races in Vegas, 2 races in Pomona, and then we do an exhibition thing at Irwindale Speedway or California Speedway or whatever. No, it's Irwindale.
Well, this is my question.
Yes, sir.
How you? That's hard for you, man. I mean,
What do you mean?
how you keep? Don't push the gas. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's not easy, man. Because you know the road that's long in California. But I think that's what I think. I think that's hard. I said, oh.
It actually isn't as hard as you'd think. I mean, you're doing this.
Oh shoot.
As long as you don't break the speed limit, you're okay. I don't. Remember, street racing is illegal.
Yeah.
So if you get busted, if you get pulled over for and I have people all the time, Mustangs, Camaros, other Chargers, Hondas, Subaru. They pull up next to you and they rum, they're revving their engine. I look over at them and it's just like it's really I get it. We don't have a racetrack out here anymore except for Willow Springs, and they haven't opened yet. But it's like, do you really want to So they'll pull up next to me and they'll kind of rev their engine and they'll bounce the car a little bit and all these calls keep coming in. That one's too far away. But anyway, I look at them and sometimes I'll just kind of like take my foot off the brake and it stops so the car kind of rolls forward a little bit, like I'm interested.
Yeah.
And then the light will turn green and they'll go freaking tearing off down the street. And I'm just like, I hope you. It's like, the only thing I can tell myself is I just kind of look at them and go, I hope you feel better.
That's right.
Because they'll be sitting there, they're like, rung, and I'll sit there, I'll do something like this. I'll be like, really? You want to go? Then the light turns green and I just like, oh, light turned green. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we just, They go.
For you, what is the best car for you to drive?
I like to be honest with you, I've raced Dodges my whole life. So, I've always been a Dodge guy. My dad was a Dodge guy. My racing number, you can see it's on my front windshield. It's on the back window.
Yeah.
It says D like David, and then it says 777.
Perfect number.
Well, it has nothing to do with the lucky number 7, and it has nothing to do with Dodge as far as the D goes. The D is dedicated to my dad, and the 777 is because he passed away 7 days before his 77th birthday.
Wow.
So it's dedicated to my dad, 7 days, 77th birthday. It's just kind of a memorial thing, that way I know when I'm racing, he's always with me. And that's a good thing,
It is.
He was always a Dodge fan, and that's what I grew up driving, so I just stuck with it. I like the Charger. I was mad when they made the first Charger. Oh, I was so mad because I had a '69 Charger, a real one. It only had 2 doors. This one's got 4. So when they came out with the first Dodge Charger, it was just a Magnum wagon without the wagon. So I'm sorry.
No, you saw the leg.
So I was mad when they first came out with them, but it was like, you know what? I now am, I race exclusively for Dodge. Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, thank
I
you.
appreciate that. And I'll tuck that away.
For me, trucks.
Oh, I've always been a truck fan, but bought this, and then COVID took my business away and stuff, so I wouldn't want to drive a truck on Uber. An SUV, yeah. A truck, no, too much gas, man.
I know, man. But for me, I love the trucks, man. I have a F-350.
Oh, you're a Ford guy? All right.
Mm.
It's a fear of racing Dodges. Just kidding.
All right,
Oh,
man.
no, that's bad. See, and then your neighbor across the street's got a Ram 1500 right there. So,
That's mine.
well, that's your. You have a Dodge too?
Yeah, I have a Dodge and I have a Ford.
You know what we call people like that?
Ah,
Confused.
why?
No, just kidding. No.
That one, that's my.
That's your work truck, huh?
Yeah, that's my word. That's right.
What year is it? Is that a 90? Wait. It's not a 90.
97.
It is a 97.
Yeah.
I was almost said 2000.
1.9. I have already 250,000 miles on it.
And no problems?
None at all.
Well, and you went out and bought a Ford after all that dedication that truck has given you? Shame on you, man. Get out.
Take care, brother.
Okay, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
You bet. And the mask, knew his name, 5 stars. Boom. Turn the interior lights off. And he did leave that light on. I'm back. My moderator, Rideshare Lisa, is in the house, and Lisa is going to come out and visit me in California. I'm in trouble. Oh, am I in trouble? Let's see. You know, guys, hang on a second. I'm literally just down the street from my house. I didn't want to say that to this guy. Let me get onto a main street so I can head back where I was going. I can start following up on this chat again. But I'll turn the lights back on. Or I can turn up some music and you guys can check out my awesome interior lights. You know, because it just that's just the way I roll. But I'm just playing. Thank you guys again for joining me. So the title to the live stream before I got this ride was I think California Uber drivers get hit again. And I mentioned when I first started that I don't even need this anymore. That I think Chris the Real Rideshare what is this? What street? Where the hell am I? I'm lost in my own neighborhood. Okay, now I know where I'm going. All right. So, Rideshare Professor did a really nice video a couple days ago in memory of all the drivers that had been killed doing one of these little side hustles we're all doing. So, Torsten, that was an awesome video, an awesome little memorial video. You know, it sucks because there's a lot of stuff that happens that doesn't make the news. I can vouch for that. I took eight shotgun rounds to the back of this car, the car that I'm in. 2 of them whizzed by my head literally within 3 inches of, you know. Really, Rick? Oh man, I don't know if I can give you the 3 exclamation points anymore. I might have to drop it down to 2. Yeah, Ford. Anyway, I'm just playing, Rick. But so he you know, that never made the news, and of course, hitting the panic button didn't do anything. And you know, everybody knows, if you guys have been following me for a while, that shooting was a bad deal, man, all the way around. So anyway, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories did a thing about what Uber is doing in California. Hold on, let's see, I can stop here. I've heard. Yeah, don't go there, Echo. That's messed up. No, I don't have another call. I had 2 of them, and I turned them down. They were both for $12, but they were also 17 miles away. I have a little method to my madness driving this car, because it's not cheap. Basically, I look at the mileage. How far away is the pickup? And how, you know, is it 5 miles away? Is it 10 miles away? Out here, Uber drivers, unfortunately, do not pick up calls. They don't know how to use the multiplier in California. I even did a video on that. But what the drivers out here try to do, hi Lisa, I know you're there, and then you're gonna. And it's interesting because you're there now, but in about a week and a half, you're gonna be here. So you're neither here nor there right now. Just kidding. So what drivers do out here too, they don't know how to use the multiplier, or on the other one, or on the flip side of the coin, they just crank it up to 5x and hope they're gonna. It's like bass fishing. You're taking a plastic lure, you throw it in the water, and hope something's gonna bite it. And you know, the later it gets, and the drunker people get, they get that ride because it's getting in my market. It's really. Unfortunately, I don't have not StreamYards. What's the other one? OBS. I would love to show. Oh, you know what? I have my other phone. Let me. I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm only about a mile and a half from where I post up, but Lyft drivers out here either jack the rates and they run at full 5x and hope to hook somebody, or they let the algorithms delineate what the surge is going to be. And that's what Chris at Real Rideshare Stories was talking about. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, man. No, I guess I'll pass on that one. That's on the east side. I hate doing that unless it comes back. I want to get through this live stream, so you know what? I'm just going to pull off in an area that I know they have cameras right here. So, and I'm on a main street. So anyway, really quick. Uber wants to take away the option that drivers have to, there we go, it's a little better. They want to take away the option to let us know how much the trip is, where the trip is going, and what our fee is going to be. Looking, there it is. But Lyft, I'm going to turn my other phone on here. Always got my backup. Lyft hasn't done anything, and Lyft has always followed on the coattails of Uber. We all know that. If Uber does something and Lyft thinks, hey, that's pretty cool, then Lyft does it too. Lyft hasn't thrown the multiplier out there, and I wish they would, and not just in California. I think everybody should have the option to have the multiplier. It's just like anything else, you know. You're either going to okay, this is what pisses me off. 17.5 miles away for a $10 trip. That's 34 miles round trip. So I don't take calls like that. Where's that one at? Okay, that one's 11.9 miles away for $12. So that's a 22 mile round trip for $12. Yeah, no. You know what? Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to turn off my Uber for a minute because I don't want to screw up my algorithm. Hold on. All right, I am offline. I'm all yours. So let me show you what Lyft looks like in my neighborhood. I'm going to pull up a 25 square mile. Actually, let's see. That's Roseman. So Palmdale. So I'm going to center myself. So this is roughly 35 square miles of area that I'm covering right now, that I'm pulling. I'm going to show you on my phone. Okay? Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay, I'm getting all my phone hasn't been turned on for a couple days, so it's catching up with all the whatever. So here is, let's see. So let's say 10, so 15 and 15 times 10. So here's basically, well, let's just say 50 square miles. 50 square miles of my area. There is not one Uber car anywhere. Okay, one just popped up at the very bottom. I can see him. 50 square miles. There is one, I'm sorry, that's a Lyft car. My bad. One Lyft car, 50 square miles. So I'm about a mile from my house. And I want to see how long it's going to take for him to get here. So, I guess he's gone because I just requested an Uber or Lyft. I keep saying Lyft. I'm so stuck on Lyft. There's no available cars right now. None. Not one. Man, I'll tell you, if Lyft would put that multiplier on, I'd be all over it. I would make bank. So anyway, let's get back to the live at hand here. Uber wants to take away the driver's ability to see where the ride's going, where the ride is, where it's going, and how much. You never ask these companies for anything because they will take something away every time. You're right, Lisa. I mean, you know what sucks is I guess I got to let it out. I was not an AB5 fan. I was a Prop 22 fan because of my medical background. I don't want to be an employee for Uber or Lyft. I don't want them telling me when to work. If I wanted to do that, I'd apply at a hub. I like the write-offs. I wrote off $24,000 on my taxes this year in this car for what I did last year. So there you have it. I don't know anywhere else you can do that. But anyway, so now they want to take away the so Prop 22. They got it. They paid all this money for it. Let's see, Kyle. I was gonna. I had a couple of different titles for the live stream, Kyle. Anyway, and as you saw, when I had the passenger, that's what I do with every passenger. I don't know how I get 1-star ratings, but I only have one, so I can't complain. But so anyway, I forgot what the live stream. Oh wait, that's right. I was going to say ride with me for the live stream, so let's get back to the title of the live stream. California drivers are taking a hit again. So Uber and Lyft, they pay all this money to get Prop 22 to pass, and they throw up all the smoke and mirrors, and they're telling them, you're still an independent contractor. You can still do your own shifts and this, that, and the other, which we can. But and looks like Mighty Heidi's going live. So if Mighty Heidi's going live, I'll end it here. Maybe I'll do another live stream a little later tonight. But so they're taking away the pickup location, the drop off, and how much the driver can make. There's Heidi. Hi, Heidi. It's been a while. You had better show up when Lisa comes out, because do not leave me alone with her and my wife, because I can't deal with it. Michelle C is in the house. Michelle, how are you? You guys, Michelle, if you guys don't know who Michelle C is, she is she's not only a channel promoter, but she is a really sweet person. She's a good friend. I do believe she's in the Philippines. And right now, as you guys can see in the chat, she's actually sharing my stream, which I think is awesome. Thank you. If like Lisa or anybody, if you guys are just trying to, get your watch hours and get more people to get involved with your channel, Michelle, if you would, feel free to drop your link into the chat. You guys need to check her out. Be a part of her family. She's awesome. It's really cool to see her in the stream. She really is. She's good people. So anyway, Uber wants to take all that away from us. They want to take away what we can see to get paid, You have to put back your name. Yeah, I did, Michelle. I tried it, and it didn't seem like Google was kind of keeping up with everything. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna find somebody who is a little more computer savvy than I am. I might do the rideshare trickster / night rider thing, and then kind of go backwards again. But again, you guys, Michelle you see her in the chat. Michelle, drop your link, please, 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 drop your link. You guys got to. Okay, looks like Rick may have dropped it for you. Rick Reviews, still got 3, brother. Check out Michelle, she's awesome. So that's what Uber wants to do. They want to take away the upfront pricing, so we can't see what's. Let me rephrase that. They want to take away our ability to see what our potential earnings are from. I have a simple way I do it, and it's basically, if I'm driving and I'm just rounding numbers, 10 miles to go pick somebody up, that means I'm gonna have to drive 10 miles back. That ride should be a minimum of $20. That way I know that I'm getting $1 a mile to go down there and $1 a mile to come back, and that way I definitely know the gas is covered, plus I make a little extra on the trip. So that's just kind of the way I run it. I'm sure everybody's got their own method to the madness, but I don't like the fact that Uber's taking away the ability for us to see what our potential earnings are, where the call is, and where it's going. And that leads back to the drivers in my market. That's why I shut my app off, because I had to, as you guys, as I was driving and the stream was going, I had 4 calls roll through, and fortunately they were all more than 12 miles away. So I normally would take them. I do not like leaving passengers hanging, especially when it's getting closer to midnight, because if I'm getting these rides, and right now I am actually running at 4.3x. So and I've been running at 4.3x all night long, and I'm still getting rides, because drivers out here, again, they don't pick them up. They let the algorithms go through, and then it starts raising the surge, and then they start taking calls, and people are waiting 45 minutes, an hour in some cases, and I wind up getting the ride anyway, because even though I'm running it even if I'm running at 3.5x, I'm still cheaper than what these other guys are paying or are charging. So anyway, they want to take that away, and I don't agree with that whatsoever, because I want to know where I'm going. I want to know what I'm going to make for that trip. Because I know if it's 10 miles away, then I got to drive back 10 miles. I want to know what I'm going to make, because if it's not worth it, if it's a $5 trip for me to drive 30 miles round trip, I'm not taking it. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And that kind of coincides with calling up a body shop if you smack your car into a pole. It's like, hey man, I smacked my car into a pole. How much is it going to cost? Well, I don't know. I have to see it. Nobody's going to tell you what it's going to cost you to fix your car until they see what the damage is. Well, that's what Uber's trying to do. They're trying to take away our advantage to see what we're going to make on that particular ride, and send us out in the blind. And that's a term we used to use when we were running, when I was actually working as a first responder. We would get calls. They would basically say, we have a multi-vehicle accident at K and 25th Street West in the blind. That's all they would tell us. That means that we know that there's multiple cars. We know that it's an accident, and we have the location. We have no other information whatsoever. We don't know about injuries, the type of injuries, severity of injuries, how many vehicles are involved, where the vehicles are, nothing. We are literally rolling in the blind. We are just heading out, lights and sirens, and when we get there, then we get to find out what's going on. So, Iris Perez. Iris Perez, Crochet and More. Thanks for stopping by. I just saw your name. I'm so sorry. Thank you. So that's driving in the blind. That's what we used to call it. They would give us an incident and they'd say, go to this location in the blind. And we would have to relay what we saw to our dispatch when we get there, and send out additional units and what have you. That's what Uber is doing, is they're sending us out, trying to send us out in the blind, because drivers are cherry picking calls. Well, I'll tell you what, there is no way in hell I am going to go out and drive in the blind. I'm not going to sit there and go, okay, it's 5X, wonderful. Is it 20 miles away? Is it only going 3 miles? So I'm driving 40 miles and I'm going to make $15. Yeah, that would cover it, but you also have to take into consideration the wear and tear on your car, and now your time. So that 20 miles to go pick up that 5X at $15, 40 miles round trip, 2 gallons gas, that's $8. So that's what, $7 left, and then you take away two or three bucks for wear and tear, and now you're down to $4. But you've wasted an hour on that call. So you put all the miles on your vehicle. You took, driving there, taking them where they needed to go, coming back to your area, and an hour of your time for $4. So if Uber does that, I'm not doing it. And if you're a California driver, Abstract Echo, I know you're in California. Rick, I forgot. I think Rick's in California. Mighty Heidi Dream Warrior. You can drive 15 miles for a $3 trip. Oh God, trust me. Yeah, Lyft. I won't even open up the Lyft app. Lyft is notorious for that. Lyft hasn't changed anything, Echo, as far as their pricing goes. You've seen it. They're still at 75 cents a mile in my market, or it's 0.7575 or whatever it is. So 76 cents a mile and something like 12 cents a minute. Sucks. Sean, I am in the Antelope Valley. I am West Lancaster, Quartz Hill area. Michelle C, thank you so much again, you guys. Michelle is good. Michelle will be live at 4 a.m. California time, 7 a.m. East Coast. She is I believe in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. So her lives are really early for me, but I do get to jump in every now and then and say hello. Again, check out her channel. She's awesome. She is a great person. She really gets she shouts you out. Help her out, give her a super chat, super sticker, anything. She is really, really great. Again, it's Michelle C. And thanks, Michelle, for stopping by. Thanks for sharing it out. Iris Perez Crochet and more. If you guys are into crocheting and stuff, I met Iris, I believe, on Triple C and Joe. That's another channel that's an awesome family channel, is the Triple C and Joe show. Those guys, Dana and Big Joe, I love them. And that's where I met I met Inez. And Inez has been following me. We've been trying to work on each other's hours and help each other out. She's awesome. So anyway, I'm going to end the live stream here in just a couple minutes. So let's recap. Like I said, Rideshare Professor did 2 really nice videos on the losses of rideshare drivers. If you guys want to drop your channel links, go right ahead. I do not have a problem with that. If you guys, everyone I'm seeing here, I'm sure you all know each other. For those of you who don't, feel free to drop your channel link or a video link or something. You guys make friends, hook up, be family. The more the merrier. It seems like, in this, also in Abstract. That's right. I remember when we talked at Torsten's place, Echo. You brought something. You brought a cube or something, and that was with the strings and stuff. That was fucking awesome. Sorry, Echo, but that piece of abstract art was beautiful. It was so cool. So again, you guys, drop your links, share yourselves out. and get to know each other. That's what we're here for. You know, we're all family. So, recap. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families of all the drivers that we've lost in the last year, especially to the driver that was killed over the weekend by these two teenage juveniles, female juveniles that tried to carjack him. And unfortunately, he lost his life, and they literally walked away from it, and the car ended up on its side. Torsten brought up some really good points, but I'm not going to infringe on his video. If you want to see some really good footage of what really happened, Rideshare Professor, check out his channel. And he's got the whole news story on it, and it's sickening. I mean, it's not in the visual sense, more as it is just how everything went down, and what this man was doing to support his family, and that these two juvenile females took his life for a car, and they literally walked away and did not give a shit about what they did. They actually, I believe there's part of the video where one of the person that was recording that whole incident, which I don't know why he didn't jump in and help, but that's another story. Literally videotaped them getting out of, or video recorded them getting out of the car, and you can hear them saying, you know, once they were actually on the sidewalk. Remember, the car's on its side, and I don't want to give the video away. Rideshare Professor, check out his channel, he has it. But you could hear them saying, we weren't in the car. And yet, the video you're looking at is them climbing out of this car on its side. So, but again, Rideshare Professor did a very nice video on that. And he also did a very nice memorial video for a lot of the drivers that were lost last year because of such incidents. So, anyway, Echo, you know, always have your back. You know, you guys have been around supporting me since I started this channel, and as I've grown, you guys have stuck around to help me out and help me grow. Everybody here, you guys are family. That's the way I look at it. You know, I've met a lot of you, and some of you I haven't met, and I wish I could. Maybe someday we'll be able to meet up again somewhere, or we'll be able to meet for the first time. It'll be great. But as far as I'm concerned, I have a lot of acquaintances. I have very few friends, but damn, I have an awesomely massive family, and you guys are part of that. So, in conclusion, I'm going to end this stream. Oh, and by the way, April 10th or 11th, I think I'm going to say the 10th to like the 12th, I will be doing mad live streaming, because I will have Rideshare Lisa, I will have Mighty Heidi, Dream Warrior, and if it works out good, I'm working on it, we may get Dark Road Run in here too. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to come down from San Francisco, but we can always do a live and bring him in on StreamYards, and we'll try to get Dustin driving and all sorts of stuff. We're going to have some fun when Lisa comes out here, and my wife and myself, Heidi, Mighty Heidi, Dream Warrior, Rideshare Lisa, we're gonna go nuts with the live stream. So and Rick, if you can't get up here, man, just call me. I'll Uber you up. I'll cut you. I'll do a cash ride. But anyway, so in conclusion, Uber wants to take away what the driver's potential income is for a particular ride, where it's at and where it's going. If that happens, I'm not taking the ride. And what I would suggest, not the 10th. When are you? I'm so confused, Lisa. When are you gonna come to our house? Because I also need to set up your rental car. Give me a date. Yeah, DRR tipped me in the app. Right. Hey, I gave DRR $100 super chat. Although his super chat wasn't set up, I just wrote $100 and then super chat, and that counts, man. It was the thought. The 8th. Okay, so, but you're staying with Sherelle Drive SoCal too, right? You know what, Lisa? I'll talk to you. Let me get through this damn live stream, you guys. Holy crap, you're killing me. So, if you're in California, or you know what? Here, let me put it to you this way. If Uber's going to pull this crap and they're going to hide where the pickup location is, what we're going to make on the trip, and where it's going, all that stuff, I personally am not going to take a ride if I don't know what I'm going to make on it and I don't know how far it's going. I don't give a crap if it's a $200 trip. Well, there might be an exception to the rule. But again, you know, we don't know where we're going. We know our markets. We know our neighborhoods. We know the areas we want to work in. We know the areas that we're not going to go pick people up in because of circumstances. But if Uber takes that away from us after all the crap that the drivers did to get them to pass Prop 22, and now they're going to start taking shit away from us again after they got everything they wanted, I'm not taking rides like that. I'm sorry. It just ain't going to... It's not going to happen. Excuse me. It's not going to happen. I have every right to know how much I'm going to make on a ride, where I'm going to go pick them up, and where the drop-off destination is. That is a right. As an independent contractor, that is a right. That is knowledge I am entitled to know before I take that trip. Because going in the blind is like walking into the middle of a battlefield unarmed. You don't know what's going to happen. You may get lucky and just walk right on through. Most likely, though, in this industry, you're going to get shot. I've been shot at twice, so no pun intended, but it's no joke. If Uber does not allow drivers to see what they're going to make for an individual trip, where it's at and where it's going, I would recommend anybody in any state that has that feature to stop taking rides. I mean, it's not, at that point, it's not about the money. It's about our safety. And, you know, if that were to happen, and I would challenge Dustin is Driving, Rideshare Professor, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories, and at the Rideshare Guy, Dark Road Run. I mean, God, there's so many big names out there. I've got it. Just I know I'm forgetting a few. Do a video and stress that if Uber does not tell us how much we're going to make and where we're going, then don't take the ride. What's going to happen? If we can get enough people on board, passengers aren't going to have rides to use. And with Lyft being as small as they are, and as few drivers that are on Lyft now, and all the bonuses everybody's offering for drivers to come back, that's an awesome way to get your message across. I'm not doing shit for you unless you tell me what I'm going to make to do it. So, with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go back online real quick, and I'm just going to chat this one out. But as always, oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's end it with a little lights and music. Let's see if I can get this to work. I'm going to get a copyright, not a strike, but there you go. All right, there you go. I hope that was short enough. Maybe they won't say anything. It's reacting to my voice. So, guys, do videos wherever you're at. If Uber is going to take away the amount that we're going to make on a trip, where we're going to pick them up, and where the drop-off destination is, don't take the ride. Period. I don't care what state you're in. Do not go in the blind. We have got too much to deal with already. Like I said, I've been shot at twice. I'm actually finally, and you guys, if you're in the stream, I'll probably do that. I'm going to put this together probably sometime in the next couple days, where I was shot at the first time and where I chased the driver down, and it ended up almost killing somebody. Don't shoot at somebody who drives race cars for a living and drive through a neighborhood, because you're not going to get away from them. But unfortunately, they well, you know what? You're just gonna have to stick around and watch the video. That was the first time I got shot at. Second time, obviously, you guys have seen all that, seen that one. And again, thank you to everybody for the GoFundMe, Rideshare Lisa, Mighty Heidi, Aloha Vlogs. I mean, God, everybody was on board on that one, and that was awesome. I had the best support team I could, and it was right here on YouTube. But again, I'm challenging everybody. So again, pass it around. Dustin is driving, Dark Road Run, Chris at Real Rideshare Stories, Rideshare Professor. I mean, just Lisa, Heidi, Sherelle. It could be a good first video or second video for you. If Uber is not going to tell us what we're going to make, where we're going to pick up a passenger, and how far we're going, don't take the ride. I don't care what state you're in. The only way we're going to get a message out is to either make our voices heard or show them on the app that we're not going to take their shit, and we're not going to be pawns in their little chess game anymore. I enjoy driving altogether. That's why I'm still doing this. But I'm not going to be a pawn in a chess game, and I'm not going to get screwed over and not know where I'm going. So, anyway, Sean, Sherelle, Lisa, Heidi, Rick Reviews. I'm going back real quick here. Abstract Echo, I know you had to take off, but I know Iris, everybody that showed up, Sean T. Uber, just all you guys. Michelle C, if you're running this in the background, thank you. She probably is. She won't shut this down until I actually shut the live down. She is really awesome. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it quits. Kyle, if you're still here, Kyle, thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate it. I know live streams are oh, Sherelle's still here. Cool. All right. Oh, and Iris is still here. Iris, I thought you were going to bed. Young lady, Iris, it's past your bedtime. I love you, Iris. You're a sweetheart, and thank you for all the things you've done to help me out and for being a part of my family. Iris is awesome. Check out Iris. Iris Perez Crochet. She's got some really neat stuff. So anyway, guys, again, we need to get the word out, and again, share. We all have ways to get in touch with a lot of the big YouTubers. The more people that we can get this out to, and the bigger channels, because I'm just an itty bitty fish in a really big pond, the better. If we don't see the price, we don't know where we're going to pick these people up, and we don't know where we're going to drop them off, do not take the ride. I don't care what state you're in. I don't care if you have a multiplier or not. I don't care if you're in Surge or not. If Uber takes away our ability to see what we're going to make, where we're going to pick somebody up, and where we're taking them, don't take the ride. You're going in the blind, and that is basically, like I said, it's like walking into a battlefield unarmed. You just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen at any given time, on any given ride, on any given day, period. You've seen that with me twice, and we see it all over the news. And now Uber wants to take that little bit of advantage that drivers have away from us. And I'm going to call bullshit. I'm sorry. But again, if you don't know the price, where you're going, where you're dropping them off, don't take the ride. I don't care what state you're in. We're already risking it. We're still dealing with COVID. Yes, the vaccines are coming out. My wife was just, she got her Johnson & Johnson 2 weeks ago. She got it a week ago. She's doing very well. I unfortunately haven't gotten mine yet. And that's just my fault, because I was a first responder, so I was up in our tier 1A, and I just never got it done. But anyway, COVID is still out there. We're still out here driving people around. I'm still dealing with sorry guys, I just got a message that I was buffering. Anyway, you know, passengers have been spoiled for way too long. I get people to come in my car, and literally, this is what happens. And this is no joke. And I'm so tired of having to call Uber. I was calling Uber like 2 or 3 times a night and reporting passengers. I just finally got tired of it. This is my medical mask. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is it's cloth. But inside here, this is 7 layers thick. Actually, it's 9 layers thick. It's got the outer layer, which has got the black and the little EMS thing on it. Then it's got an inner white layer. Then there's a pouch right here. If you guys can see it. Inside that pouch is a 5-layer mask with a center charcoal fiber filter. Charcoal fiber filter. Charcoal filter. So, and then there's 2 more layers here. So you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I feel pretty comfortable. But I'm tired of passengers getting in the car going, yeah, hey, how's it going? Pretty good. And you start driving, and all of a sudden you can start hearing their voice a little better. And then they end up like this. And by the time the ride's over, they end up like this. Or like, you know, whatever. I am, you know what? You can watch this in replay, and you can leave me the shittiest comments you want. Doesn't matter. I'll just delete them. This is not properly wearing a face mask. This is not properly wearing a face mask. This is. If I see you in my rearview mirror and you're wearing your mask half-ass like this, nope, you're getting 1 star. You wear it like this, you're getting 1 star. You wear it like this, you're getting 1 star and a phone call. So, you know, it's been over a year, people. It's not that hard. You know, as rideshare drivers, you should be lucky that we're still out providing a service during all this crap, and y'all are still trying to take advantage of us. Not fair, not cool, not professional, not safe, not real. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to end it. Is doing 15, 16. Yeah, April. Really? High risk groups. You know, I would think that rideshare drivers, because we're essential, and I'm not going back to my medical background, because like I said, I was in tier 1A, so I was literally second in line because of because of my medical training. So I could have gotten it. I just never went and done it. But anyway, if you can get a vaccination, get it. The Johnson & Johnson, what I'm hearing about the Johnson & Johnson is it may give you hives for up to 12 hours. Take some Benadryl, rub on some cream. It's usually, side effects are extremely minor. Some people have had muscle aches. People have complained of soreness at the injection site. Well, you know what? You just took a shot of liquid into your arm, and it's an intramuscular. So the shot is going into your muscle, and they're filling it up with a little ball of liquid. It's going to be sore. I just think it's funny that people say, I have a sore arm after a shot. Well, you just had a needle stuck in you. So if you can get the vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson is a 1 dose, not 2. We seem to always be running really low on the 2 dose from the Moderna and the I forgot what the other one was right off the top of my head. But the Johnson & Johnson is 1 shot. So the needle was stuck in there. Oh God, dude. I could tell you a medical horror story about that one too, Rick, but I won't. I didn't do it, but I was there when it happened. And when a needle breaks off in somebody's arm, and it's like a 14 gauge or a 16 gauge needle. Oh man, that's not a good thing. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, get your if you can, driver sensei. Gosh, it just popped into my head because of the shot. I would love to see him do a video on this too. If you can get them, get your vaccinations. You know, I mean, I'm not against. I'm not I'm on the fence about the herd thing, but you know, it's just like a flu shot. I mean, I got a flu shot one year, and I got the flu so bad wasn't even funny. We've got 5, 6, 7 different variants of COVID-19 now, and we have one called the California variant. So it's just mutating all over the place. But the shots, the vaccinations are working. And if you do get ill, even after you've had the vaccination, at least your chances of having COVID kill you drop about 80 to 90% from any of the vaccines. So that's a pretty good thumbs up on that one. So if you can get it, get it. I can't get an appointment yet. I'm 47. Sean, I'm 52. Oh, never mind. I forgot. That's right. You know what? I don't know where you're at, but I know out here we go to lacounty.gov and it'll take you. It'll tell you about shots. I don't know what county you're in or what state you're in, Sean, but you know what? Call up your local emergency room or some type of healthcare provider and ask them, you know, where are they giving out vaccinations? How do I apply for it? And apparently the application process isn't that long. You just tell them you give them your name, how old you are, if you have any medical conditions, what you do for a living, and it'll categorize you into a certain area. Oh, you're in California. In San Jose, you should be able to sign up and get a shot in San Jose. That's just south of San Francisco. So that's the Central Valley. I thought the Central Valley was almost an open forum for getting shots. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, that's down in San Diego. My bad. Some places are opening up now to where you can literally just get your shot anywhere. You just got to sign up and then make an appointment, and it's usually about 2 to 4 weeks out. And sorry guys, my battery's getting a little bit low. Car battery. Okay, so anyway, again, shout it out. If you don't know where you're going to pick up your passenger, you don't know where the ride is going to take you, and you don't know how much you're going to make, don't take it. I don't care if you're in California, if you're in Texas, if you're in New Jersey, New York, New England, New Mexico. It doesn't matter. They've already taken enough away from us, and like I said, passengers are spoiled. We all know that Uber's all about the passenger. Watch Rideshare Professor's video on the changes, and watch Chris at Real Rideshare Stories. Check him out. He did a really good piece on it too. But I can't stress enough, and I'm asking everybody to just shout this out, and to if you do video content, make a video. If you don't, make your first video and pass the word around. If you don't know what you're going to make, if you don't know where you're going and where you're going to end up, don't take the ride. Period. Let Uber figure it out. And you know what? Eventually Uber will get the hint and go, you know what? We're trying this and we screwed up because nobody's taking the rides because nobody knows where they're going. Unfortunately, in every industry, people are going to cherry pick. It's just going to happen. And there's those of us that do it the right way. So you know what, guys? Do it the right way, but don't get screwed and don't put yourself in danger. These companies aren't worth it. They don't give two shits about us if anything were to happen to us. So again, if you don't know how much it is, if you don't know where you're going to pick them up, and you don't know where you're going to end up, don't take the ride. Just let it roll through. If somebody else wants to risk it, God forbid they end up like the driver that was killed this weekend. I don't wish that on anybody, but I sure as hell, after things I've been through doing rideshare, I'm not taking any more risks than I have to. I mean, here's my Red Saber pepper gel, police grade, and well, I'm not taking any risks. not for these people. So guys, I'm at the 110 mark. I got to get back on the clock. Hold on, Echo said something interesting. You know what, Abstract Echo, that is an excellent point. In the beginning, you're right, because we didn't have all this. I want to read this. Abstract Echo put this out. Where the hell did it go? Echo said the problem is that you're always gonna find some schmuck, some schmucks that are going to take the calls in the blind, or take the blind trips. We did it even from the beginning, and he's right. You know, in the beginning we didn't have the option, and there's always going to be people that are going to do it, and I'll agree to that. But you know what? We don't have to. Again, our lives are worth more than a $20 trip. If we don't know where we're going and how far we're going, that's the risk I'm not willing to take. And the only way for drivers to get Uber to listen is to do what Uber did. They put the word out. They spent a bunch of money. They spent a bunch of money. They spent a shit ton, metric ton of money to get Prop 22 out. Well, you know what? They need to make that money back. If drivers don't accept rides in the blind, they're going to lose money. You hit them in the pocketbook, it's amazing how their ears open up. I'm not doing blind trips. I pray you guys do the same. Do not do blind trips. They're not worth it. Your lives are worth more than these gig side hustles are. And remember, we're family here. We're supposed to look out for each other. So now I'm going to end the live. Sean, Rick, Lisa, Kyle, Abstract, everybody, Sherelle, Drive SoCal, Michelle, Iris, everybody that joined my live, thank you so much. I'm going back on the clock. As always, be safe, be professional, keep it real, and drive on. Do not drive in the blind. And I'm going back online. So until next time, everybody, I wish you all the best of health. Thank you so much for your support, for your friendship, for your family. Blessings to everybody. Thank you for being a part of not just my YouTube family, but for being a part of my life. You know, I mean, like I said, we may have never met face to face, but we're friends here. We're family. We have a platform that we can talk about anything on, and I appreciate it. So, you guys, again, I wish you all the best of health. Blessings to everybody. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of my family and letting me be a part of yours. Be safe. Until next time, I wish you guys all the best of health. Be safe.